It's September 18th. We're headed home from work. It's 86 degrees, 320. Last night, was thinking about going to the deer woods, but had to hire a babysitter, decided not to. Target deer shows up 10 minutes before end of shooting light, right at my stand. So I think he's going to a water hole. We're going to go home, clean up. First hunt of the year. Got my stuff fairly well organized in the backpack, but we're gonna pack everything in. It'll be my first year self-filming, hopefully, besides just a Tacticam. So we're gonna give it a shot, and we're targeting this 10-point buck. Watched him last year. I think he's 4.5 years old. So we're gonna take a good long look at him. He's been showing up on trail cameras quite regularly, and we are hunting in La Crosse County, Wisconsin. So hopefully we can at least see him tonight and potentially put an arrow through him. All right, we're gonna head back in. We're gonna be going to the cornfield. Be about 2 ridges over from here. Probably about a 3/4 mile, half a mile, 3/4 mile to the cornfield. It's got my sleeveless shirt on here, and the other long sleeve shirt was way too hot. So we're gonna try this. It's about 80 degrees, but it's starting to cool down just a little bit, and the wind's perfect for what I'm wanting to do tonight. So we're gonna sneak back in, see you at the stand. Well, we're Just read the verse. Rejoice. And again, I say rejoice. Let your moderation be known unto all men, for the Lord is at hand. My wife sent me those verses a couple days ago, and we've had a busy, not so busy, a stressful couple weeks at our roofing business. It has been stressful. We haven't had work for the guys, and I decided to come hunting tonight. And I tell you what, thank you, Jesus. I want to say thank you to my buddy, Adam Christensen. He taught me a lot about hunting. A lot. I want to say thank you to Don Higgins, Terry Peer. Listen to their podcast every single Sunday. Strong Men, the Unleashed podcast. Love that lately. Oh man. I don't know what to say. I'm fired up right now. Unfortunately this year I don't have any of my wife's cookies like I had last year, but I didn't get in this stand more than an hour ago. I came through the cornfield behind me, and the wind was, I used to say the wind was wrong, but there was just one pie off to the left out here. So the wind's blowing right there. And he came right there, and he's dead. He comes up, they come up from the bottom. It's real thick down there, and he was getting water. And I don't have a camera on this watering hole. I have a camera to the right, about 30 yards, and he was on there a little bit, but man, I'm so thankful. I'm kind of set up in this old tree here, and got the Osseo camo. Love that. Oh man, I'm so excited. I can't believe my season's over in Wisconsin. 1 week, target buck down. 1 week since it opened. It opened last Saturday. First hunt. I don't even know what time it is, but I am forever grateful for this hunt. I have hundreds and hundreds of pictures and videos of this deer, and he's down. Let's go. So we're standing down here. Shot him about 30 minutes ago, and I heard him crash good. Standing right where he was standing, right there. Sacred ground. Right there's the kill stand. It's the name of this stand, kill stand. It's 20 feet up, another 5 feet down, probably a 25-yard drop. Well, we're gonna go look for him. I got my bow, but my buddy Adam says we should go look for him. So here we go. All right. Okay, here we go. We're gonna go track him. I think he went right up through here. Got a little bit of daylight left. Right here's the trail he would come on. The last couple of evenings he came from this trail tonight. Not tonight, he came from a different direction. You never know with these boys. Oh yeah, here's my mock scrape. Here's my mock scrape right here. Couldn't find a good branch to put it on, so I put this branch across here. Put a mock scrape in here. I got a camera right over there. She wasn't on there tonight, but he hit this just a little bit. It's just a vine. It's hanging too low, but anyways. Oh boy. I don't know if you guys can see this. I can see a lit knock. Let's go. Let's go. Matthews phase 4. Let's get him. Got the old Grim Reaper. Got him. Or at least he's laying up there. Let's go. I definitely hit him high, but I was angled way down. It did the job. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, man. Let's get it. Check that boy out. He's so symmetrical. Yes. Gotta love archery, baby. Let's go. Super. Well, I hope you enjoyed that video. It's now a couple days later. And growing up, we would listen to a radio program called The Rest of the Story. So I'm not sure what the whole end of this story is going to be, but Paul Harvey used to have that segment, and we'd listen to talk radio called The Rest of the Story. It's great. Look it up on YouTube. But so what I want to share with you tonight, I actually, that deer that you watched in the video, that deer was actually confiscated by the DNR, and I'll tell you the whole story. So shortly after I killed that deer, I took him to the locker room. It was really warm that day, and I went to register the deer online like we do here in Wisconsin, and realized that I did not have a license or a buck tag. What happened was, the year prior to this, I had bought a patron's license, which includes your fishing, turkey, deer, whatever, small game license. And I had thought in the back of my head, I had bought this patron's license again. I went and looked, and I had bought a fishing license and a turkey hunting license, had not bought a patron's license or a deer hunting license. So thinking back, I bought a tag the last 15 years here in Wisconsin for buck archery, and I just thought, I'll go get my license. I'll call the DNR and make things right. So I called the DNR here in Monroe County, left a message with them, and didn't hear back right away. So bought a license and just backdated the registration to the day that I killed the deer as accurately as I could. And then eventually heard back from the DNR and called the self-tip, pretty much a line where you can turn in tips to the DNR. And turned myself in thinking that maybe a slap on the wrist with a fine. I didn't really think they would do much since it was on private property. But long story short, that DNR made the decision to confiscate the deer, confiscate the antlers. He did not give me another fine. However, I thought, I knew it was the right thing to do. A good friend of mine always says it's never wrong to do the right thing. And so I would encourage you guys, first of all, to make sure you have all your correct licensing, no matter what. That's on us as the outdoorsmen, is to make sure we have the right licensing, and then also to register them immediately. So if there is a problem, you find out right away. For me, it took me about 3 or 4 days, and so my meat was actually already all processed into snack sticks, so that even hurt a little bit more. But they're coming to take the deer, and so I called another DNR. I just thought it was a little bit harsh. Maybe I shouldn't have thought that, but I did. I know it was my mistake. And he put me in touch with the DNR supervisor in the area, and he talked to the warden that I had talked to, and they did end up reinstating my buck tag that I had punched for this deer. However, they're still taking that buck. So while that's difficult in the short term, I learned a very valuable lesson that I hope to pass on to my kids and my grandkids and friends, and that's to always make sure you have your license printed out if you need to. And then also to do the right thing as an outdoorsman. It's not easy, and before you commit to doing the right thing, just make sure it's a hill you're willing to die on. For me, I definitely was, but trust me, it was really hard at times. So while I have the great memory of this deer, chasing him the last 2 years, I have hundreds of trail camera pictures and videos. Shared this story with somebody. They said I'm an honest poacher, so that's where the name came up. I guess I'm an honest poacher, but you're overlooking some of the farm here. We're so grateful to have this land and to be able to hunt on it, and hopefully bring you guys more stories and more videos in the future. I had a lot of fun self-filming this hunt. So thanks for watching. Maybe leave a comment below, a story that you have. I don't think the DNR is all bad, and I think sometimes they might go on a little bit of a power trip. And I'm not saying that's what happened this time, but it kind of seems that way. But I would just encourage you guys to always do the right thing as best as you can to your knowledge. It sure beats having a dirty conscience. So with that, hopefully you enjoyed the video, and hopefully I can bring you another couple self-filmed hunts later this year.